everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm back here for another speed build, and today I'm going to go ahead and build this Bohemian starter home. So if you'd like to go ahead and download this for yourself, it is up on the gallery now. My origin ID is real Thomas TV1. So this came in at just under 20,000 simoleons. It actually came in at 19,998 simoleons, so just under the 20,000 mark. I actually think your sims get around 21,000, I think, is it? I'm not 100% sure. So maybe you have a little bit of money left over, and that'll be great. So this home is a little bit more colourful than my usual ones because it is, you know, it has a Bohemian theme, which is something I don't do a whole lot of, and always find it something nice to do because a lot of my builds just involve plain neutral colours. So it's always nice to do these once in a while, just to do something a little bit different and kind of just step out my comfort zone in some ways, even though this is only a start home. So I really like, really like this, and has one bedroom, one bathroom. The inside kind of has similar colours to the outside in terms of like a pink, blue, and this kind of like orangey sort of covering that we got with the Bowler Night stuff pack. It's that one. It's kind of got like the pattern in the wallpaper, and I use that one inside as well. I don't know why I use those sometimes as kind of just like a feature wall. It's kind of just nice from having all like painted walls and having that little bit of texture in it. I think it looks nice sometimes. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything left for me. Well, this didn't take me that long, to be honest. It took me about 56 minutes, I think my recording software said. Yeah, 56 minutes and 23 seconds. I'm looking at my folder here. And that includes like the time going around doing the screenshots and doing the little video intro thing. So didn't take me that long at all. And that's always the case with these Bohemian stuff. Well, not Bohemian ones, I mean starter homes, and it did actually get a little bit difficult towards the end because I was starting to run out of funds, but that's actually because I think I only started off with about 16,000 and I didn't realise I only had that much in, because normally when it comes to do a starter home I normally set my price before I start at like 21,000 or something, but I actually only had like 16,000 or something like that. So when it came for me to upload it to the gallery, I looked at it, I was really struggling before like I decided to end it. I was like, okay, I think this is good enough. Then I go ahead and upload to the gallery and I see it's like only worth like 16,000 simoleons. I was like, oh, thank God, because now I can go back and add like another 2,000 or so simoleons in, because I didn't want to go way over 20,000, but I still had a little bit more money I could have used. So I went back in, added a few more simoleons in, and went back and added a few more decorations, because some areas in the build were a little bit more bare than what I wanted it to be. But that's kind of always the case with starter homes, but like I know like that's kind of what just happens with starter homes. But then when you're building it yourself, you always feel like you haven't done a good enough job because some bits are a bit bare, and you think, oh, is anybody going to like this or whatever? So yeah, it was kind of good that I had that extra 2 simoleons, or what I can't really, I think it was like 1,500 simoleons I added back in. So that was great, because I actually struggled a little bit with the landscaping when it came to that, because I didn't have that many simoleons left. But I did actually use a trick that I'd used quite a bit, and I've mentioned this before, but if you're building a starter home and you're starting to run out of funds when you come onto landscape or anything, then a really good tip from me is to go ahead and just size up the objects, because it's kind of ridiculous how expensive some of these items are in game. They are pretty, like, I mean, the landscaping items like the plants and stuff are pretty expensive, to be honest. So I do like to size them up sometimes, and that kind of just saves a little bit of money, but it kind of fills the space up as you would have having to place down like 3 or 4 of those plants. So yeah, and as you can see that I am going around putting a few of those decorations, like those little plants underneath the window. I did have them all the way around the house, but I did have to go back and actually take those out towards the end because I was running out of funds. But I did go ahead and leave the ones in the front there because I thought it kind of just looks nice. So I just took them around, like off from around the other sides of the house, but you can still see the one I put at the front, because you don't really need to look at the back of the house because I didn't do anything at the back there. So as you saw there, I was trying to do a little bit of landscape, I mean, well, yeah, landscaping, but like ivy, which is something I always struggle with. I really need to find somebody who's doing a tutorial on like literally just ivy, because it's something I always struggle with. It's really ridiculous, but like I just cannot do it properly. Sometimes it looks good, and then sometimes it's just a total mess, and I don't know why. I just need to find like a proper, I don't know, just structured way to do it, because it always turns out wrong for me. And I always try to play around with it for a bit, but that's one thing in terms of my building skills that I really need to improve on, is ivy, because I always find it looks really nice, especially in bigger builds, and I have done them in bigger builds like my Willow Hill Mansion build and the Luxury Mansion build that I did, and those two I think I had ivy in it, but sometimes it just don't look too good. I don't know what it is. I think it's just a placement of it, and I don't know why. Anyway, so we're just going around here doing the wallpapers and stuff. Oh god, that was really loud. always say like, well, for a start, I always say M and stuff like that all the time. When I did like videos a long time ago, I used to say it way too much, and that my comments were just full of everybody saying you say M too much, and now they're always full of people saying I talk too fast. But I always, like, recently I've noticed see M like a lot, like as a filler. I don't know why, I just always do. So I'm going to try, from this point on in the video, I'm going to try and restrict myself to stop saying it. But if I do stop saying it, it's just going to be like an awkward silence, which is sometimes why I say it, to like fill that awkward silence, that makes sense. I don't know. So anyway, oh my god, I now said it again. This is going to be really hard. I'm going to end up saying, I'm going to not even realise. Like I just said it, oh my god. Anyway, so if there's any other builds you'd like to see, because, well, I'm actually going back to college next week. It's currently the 3rd of September I'm recording this on, which is a Sunday, and I go back on the 6th, which is next Wednesday. I think this is going up on, I don't know when this is going up, is this going up on the 4th? I don't know, I'm going to check my recording software right now. Sorry, not my recording software, my upload schedule. I have this like Google spreadsheet where I keep everything on, like all the video. I have like a few columns. On one column I have the video title, and then on the second column I have the date that I'm going to upload it on. So I've kind of just got all my dates written down, which is every day apart from Tuesday and Thursday for each week, and then I just put the video titles down as I want. And then I also have on the side, I have all my video ideas. So I have like another column for build ideas, another column for create some ideas, and then just like another column for just random ideas. And I think I just said I feel like I don't know, I feel like I've just said it. Anyway, so this is going up on the 8th, I think this is going up on. Yeah, I think this is supposed to go up on the 8th. So, that should be a Friday, so I would be back for 2 days. Hopefully I'm not dead by then, because I'm probably going to be so tired. It's always hard going back to school after summer, and I feel like everybody has this problem, because you've been off for like 6 or 7 weeks for us in the UK. I think it's a bit longer in the US, but oh my god, it's just so horrible every year going back. It was even worse last year, because once I finished my GCSE exam, which is, if you're in the UK, I'm not going to try to explain it because it's just going to take too long, but if you're in the UK, then probably you know what I'm talking about. But those exams like at the end of high school, well, we finished those in June 2016, so then after that we've had like until September, so I had all that time off, which is the longest holiday we'll ever get in like school in the UK, because once you finish your GCSE exams, you don't have any other classes to go to after that, because you finish with high school. So I had all that time until I go back in September, which was last year. But this year I finished in July, so I had about a month less than I normally had. So it's a little bit horrible, like having a little bit less, and like school just comes around so much quicker this year. But you know, it'll be fine. Once I get into it, it'll be okay. It's just the thought of going back is just horrible, like absolutely horrible. Anyway, so yeah, we're just working on the bedroom here. I couldn't really do too much with it because it was, you know, I had a budget to stick to, and I really want to go ahead and decorate a lot, but with these builds it's always really hard to do that. So I just had to kind of restrict myself on what I was doing here. But I've got most of the stuff in here. I was kind of just going around degrading some items, like the kitchen items here, as you can see, just so I could afford some more things to do landscaping with, and that is pretty much it with that. I'm trying to think, oh yeah, that's the other thing is, oh my god, I keep saying, you know what, I'm not even bothered anymore. At the end of the video, not as many people watch at this point in the video, so I'm not going to bother now. Anyway, so I'm trying to pre-record some videos before I go back, because sometimes what happens is, like some weeks at college we can be fine in terms of our workload, it wouldn't be too much, not too stressful, and then all of a sudden we'll just get bombarded with work. So for the first like week or two, I'm trying to pre-record most of my videos so I don't have to worry about you know, kind of doing videos if I get a lot of work, because I'm not too sure how much I'm going to get, because I'm starting a new course this year, so I'm not too sure how that's going to, you know, plan out and everything. So I'm just kind of making sure I'm a little bit ahead of myself in terms of my YouTube schedule, because, you know, I've been uploading 5 times a week since I kind of like started this, and I've never really missed a day, I don't think, so I don't want to have to end up doing that now. And I always like to stay around a week or so ahead of myself in terms of my schedule, because like I said, for that same reason of maybe being overloaded with work at one point. So I do like to stay, like at any given time, I'm normally like a week ahead of my schedule. This summer, not so much. I'm normally like, oh, there was actually a few times this month where, well, not this month, last month, in August, where I, like, during my summer holidays, I had to, like, record videos on the day it's going up, which is horrible. Like, I don't know why, I just cannot, it's so stressful, because sometimes it ends up being a little bit late, and I hate that. I always, like, at least the day before having it all ready, but, oh my god, there was a few days where I wasn't, and it was really stressful, so I really need to stop pre-recording, because I don't want that to happen when I get back to school. And yeah, so that is pretty much it for today's video. I think we've only got a few minutes left here. I didn't really do any jump cuts in this video apart from once where I took a little break. But yeah, so that is really it. I don't really like to end the voiceover that early, but I feel like I'm going to have to today because I'm going to just end up rambling. Rambling, there we go, because we don't really have a lot left to say. So if you have any other ideas we want to see in terms of builds or just any ideas in general for upcoming videos, then make sure you leave those down below in the comment section or on any of my social media websites or just accounts, I guess. All those links are down below in the comment section. As always, if you have like a request that you really want to see, then a good place to do that is on my email, because I don't get as many emails as I do like mentions on Twitter and stuff. So if you send it to me on Twitter like as just an @reply, there's a chance I normally save it, but there's a chance it'll get lost in my mentions. So it's always a good idea if you have a request that you really want to see, then actually email it to me. So my username, my email address is contact.thomastv@gmail.com, and that way I will be able to kind of see them a little bit more easier, and it's more of a chance I'll be able to do that a little bit better. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section down below about what you thought of this build. And yes, so thanks for watching. Make sure you leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.